Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution. We're back. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I slept in yesterday because it was a late night on eBay Live. It was also another late night on eBay Live last night, but I just kind of vegged and I had a lot to get done yesterday. I still have a lot to do today, but a little less than what I had yesterday because yesterday was important to clean my room. I've got a little picking up to do around here, but definitely not to what I had yesterday and getting everything moved around. And you can kind of tell. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that clean shelf behind me, clean floor. I took the table out. I've got just a smaller half shelf, I guess, next to me. So yeah. So I actually like it. I don't have that 6-foot table sticking all the way out. So I think I'm gonna keep. I do need a table here for all my live sales, but the 6-foot table was a little excessive, and I was starting to just pile junk on it. It's not what I want to do. So good morning. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. We are preparing. It is the calm before the storm in our house. We have, I think, 15 people coming over, which is a big. I know some people like growing up, 15 was like a small gathering for our Thanksgivings. We had like 50 at our various holiday functions. But typically we roll with like 5 to 8 on an average Thanksgiving here. 15. So we got a lot of food, and we have food for 50. We have food for 50, that's for sure. So I did a weigh-in this morning, so we'll see what that number turns into by Monday. Although I may put some steps in this weekend. Speaking of the weekend, we got some shit coming. I was hoping this has been forecast. It starts with the doom forecasters. Stay away from the doom forecasters because they're the ones that we're going to get 18 to 24 inches of snow in 7 weeks. And it's like, no. Real meteorologists will tell you they can't accurately predict until really a day before, really. Sometimes it's the snowfall is what sucks though with this system coming in. It got really cold yesterday. I was hoping because 2 days ago it was still like 50 degrees. I went outside without a coat on. But with a very cold snap a couple days, it's gonna be enough to where the snow is gonna hang out for a while, I think. Well, not a while, but more than it would have if it was 50 degrees. So I think we're gonna get hit. And now the real meteorologists are predicting, and I think we got like 6 to 12 or 8 to 12, 8 to 14 or whatever for Saturday. So and it's basically only Saturday. Like it's gonna start like midnight Friday. So hey, you're good to go on Friday, and then Saturday, and then by Saturday night we're in the clear. So if anybody is coming to the card show that stays in hotels, although they're probably a lot more expensive this weekend, coming in Friday, and then by the time the show ends on Saturday, travel's probably going to be okay. But I am no expert on that. Don't take my word for it. Listen to the meteorologist. Listen to the weather. I had somebody ask me, do you think it's going to be okay Sunday? And I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be okay Saturday. Like we might not get anything. Who knows? I mean, it sounds like we're going to get hit, but we're still 48 hours away. So, and I mean, it sounds like Sunday's going to be free and clear, and the roads should be all cleared, especially if you're coming interstate, which most people would be. So I took but I filled the Sunday. I took one vendor canceled his 2 tables for Sunday, and I filled those like right away. I've been filling tables as fast as dealers have canceled on Saturday already. I think I've more than filled. I haven't even looked because I know this situation is going to be so fluid, and I'm booking everybody that's interested in a table at this point. I'm giving a table because I know there's still quite a few that have not canceled, that if we get what we're supposed to get, they will cancel, and it may just be last minute. So I am prepared, and I am anybody that wants a table, get a table, because I expect, especially if you're local, because I expect that there will be many cancellations to come. It is kind of nice, people canceling. I will say that if you canceled and then all of a sudden the weather's nice, you're probably not going to get your table back. So if you cancel now and the weather turns out to be sunny and 70, okay, it's not. Chances are you're not going to get back in. So, and I also had somebody ask, will I reschedule? No, absolutely not. Because I can't, for a couple of reasons. My wife's going to be out of town with her mom over the next 2 weekends. There are other card shows that dealers are committed to. So it probably would be more difficult to fill if I did the show next weekend or in 2 weekends. And I don't even know if the venue's available. So it's not like I can just snap my fingers. Yep. Oh, we're just going to move this to next week. Doesn't work like that. So it's either, and that's kind of like when I had to run against the Chicago Sports Spectacular a couple times a couple of years ago. It's like, it was either I run the same weekend or we don't have a show that month. So, and it was still okay. Yeah, a bunch of dealers didn't come. People probably didn't come, but we still had a packed house. So that's just the way it works. So yeah. And obviously if you've paid and you can't make it due to the weather, this is one of those times where, yes, we will get you refunded on a last minute cancellation. So we're not gonna do that. The good thing about Saturday is, though, it's kind of like half and half. Half have prepaid, half have not. We're getting in the tricky. It used to be easy. It's like, okay, we'll just give you a credit. I'm starting to get credit for a lot of dealers, and it's starting to get difficult. So it's like, I'm just going to give you a refund, because the next show, and I don't have the contract yet, but I do have 2026 tentatively set. There's probably not going to be a sports show in March. There will be a Pokemon show in March, which is kind of like the opposite of what I talked about yesterday or the day before, whenever I went live last time. So the last weekend in March is not available. The hotel is not available on that Saturday. So I have inquired about Sunday to continue the Pokemon show on Sunday. April looks like we're good to go for the last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So again, that's tentative. Contracts have not been signed. I still have a question in. The reason I don't want to do the third weekend in March is because I will just be coming back from spring training like Thursday night. And so I don't want to turn around and have to get ready for a show the very next day. So that's the reason I'm not doing the third weekend in March. If they say no, we can't do the last weekend, maybe I do. Maybe I do I don't know if I want to do 2 days though when I come back from Arizona. We'll see. So March, and March was a month where I've told a few vendors, a few vendors, it's like, I don't even know, like 2026, where January, February is at the Alliant. I may skip March altogether. I get a lot of pushback when I say I'm not going to do a show. So the plan is to do at least one show. Right now, it kind of looks like it might be a Pokemon only show on that Sunday, the last Sunday in March. And then we'll go back to the hotel in April. The Alliant is not available any weekend in either March or April. I also don't want to do multiple months in a row anymore, because we already have 3, but December, January, February, November also, but obviously this weekend, probably not as much. Those 4 months, November through February, are the most trafficked card show months in Madison. So that's the reason. And it gets so bad with traffic inside the ballrooms that people complain and say, I'm never coming back to a hotel show again because it's too crap. You can't even see a table. So that's why. And then, okay, we'll do it across the street. I don't want to pay. I'm never coming back to a show again. So, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? All righty then. Ernie's got the zoomies. So that's how we're in May. We'll probably be back at the Alliance. So we'll see. So that's the Madison Card Show update. Again, the show will go on this Saturday for the regular show, Sunday for the Madison Pokemon Show. Obviously, I was what's the word I'm looking for? Gatekeeping. I guess gatekeeping it can probably be used. I was gatekeeping the Saturday show to keep out Pokemon because you have your own show on Sunday. We've got our existing Pokemon dealers that have been doing the Saturday show. They get to stay. But any others, it's like, no, we're going to keep this to sports. We've got enough Pokemon on Sunday. And now that's out now it's just whoever wants to set up. it's a wide open door because there's probably going to be a lot of changes to come. So that's that. We got Thanksgiving today. eBay Live. I did okay last night. I did okay. I did better than a normal Wednesday night. But it was a little disappointing. And I think because there was more competition. There was definitely more competition last night. And I was kind of looking the rest of the week. There's going to be more competition this weekend, which is no surprise. Even late into last night, there were still, I think, 3 or 4 sports streams going at midnight last night. So definitely others are taking advantage of Thanksgiving week as well. But it was okay. It was okay. A lot of stuff went for about what I expected. There were a few outliers. I'm learning second-year Ohtanis on live are crazy. It's like I sell a rookie card for like $30, and then I sell a second-year card for $25, which doesn't make any sense. Because the second-year cards I can pull out a dollar, but I might have paid $2 for the Ohtani. It sells for like $28. It's crazy. So I didn't run any vintage with maybe a couple like just low like dollar card type stuff. Ran a few slabs, ran basically bargain slabs. I did save a couple of end of the night slabs. What did I run? I ran the Freddie Freeman, which basically went for the 2 slabs. I went for about what I paid. So this was a national exclusive in 2009 at the National. I paid a sticker was $45. So let's just call it. I paid $40. It sold for $50. Sticker was $20 on this Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Rainbow Foil Rookie PSA 9. Say I paid $15 for that. It sold for $25. So basically, after fees and shipping, make a couple bucks on those. Those were probably the biggest slabs. I ran some CCG Gem Mint 10s, Jackson Dart, something else, Jonathan Taylor. And those went for, I think, around $20 a piece. I think I paid $8 a piece on those. So I did well. I definitely made money. I have now broke even. I hit break even from everything I bought at Chicago. With my streams on Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those 4 streams, I have hit break even, and I still have my Hulk Hogan auto. I still have this entire box of vintage. So I've hit break even, and I still have the Thurman Munson. I still have 2 Lou Brock rookies. I still have a 65 Clemente. I still have a 72 Hank Aaron, and these are some of the lower end ones. I still have a 59 Sandy Koufax. I still have an Al Kaline rookie. I still have a Gaylord Perry rookie. I still have this 71 Topps Trios Pete Maravich. I still have this 54 Topps Ted Williams. So these are basically all free. I still have this 72 Chamberlain. I still have the 68 Clemente. I still have another Thurman Munson. I still have the Mickey Mantle post. I still have a 55 Bowman Mickey Mantle, and on and on and on. I still have a Carl Yastrzemski autograph, my Ron Santo autograph, I'm going to take the Santo to Cubs convention. I have Santo autographs, so it's not going in my collection. Yes, I still do have the stand-ups. The Billy Williams is, I'm probably going to put a high price on the Billy Williams, take it to the Cubs convention with just a high price because it's more of a museum, because I don't think I have one. So I'm going to keep it in my collection, but for the right price, I'll sell it. So I still have almost an entire box of NBA hoops, 89 NBA hoops. I've sold 2 packs out of the box. I think the what I paid on the box, I think I paid $70 for the box, got it from Mark. And the 2 packs have totaled $35. So that was and I knew that was, even when I looked up comps, because comps are between 70 and 100. And I'm like, shit, I should buy more of these. So, and I actually, I think it was last night, because I need to wind down before I fall asleep after a show. And I went, 4 hours last night? I was looking for like for wax boxes, and there's some that, are a good deal, but I can get them for the same price minus shipping at a card show. Cause we're talking like junk wax baseball, and I can make a few bucks. It's nothing crazy. I was looking, and then I started looking for like some higher dollar stuff. And that's when when you start paying $3 and up on a per pack basis, that's where it gets difficult to make those margins. But if I can get packs at $1 a piece, even on like junk wax. Now, again, I don't want to go and buy 4 cases of 88 Donruss, but I'll take them in trade. I still have 88 Donruss coming out of my ass. All right, let's go say hello to the chat. Happy Thanksgiving. The show will go on. Gundy's in the house. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Gem City says happy Thanksgiving. Best side dish, stuffing. And in my house, stuffing is not even stuffing is a main course for me. Stuffing is the main course. Turkey's secondary. So besides stuffing, the sweet potato, what the hell is, I think it might just be sweet potatoes. Let me see before I comment. I got to Google it. Okay. I think it's sweet potato casserole from Ruth Chris. So there's a Ruth Chris just down the street from us. And my father-in-law, when he was still with us, would go to Ruth Chris to get their sweet potato casserole for Thanksgiving. And that tradition carries on. And so my mother-in-law picked up the sweet potato casserole from Ruth Chris yesterday. So that's probably, I love sweet potatoes. And it's so good. So that's probably because I consider stuffing the main course, because I love stuffing so much. So if you're going to say stuffing is a side dish, that's going to be my number one. Since I consider it a main course, I'm going to go with sweet potato casserole from Ruth Chris. Gundy agrees, stuffing. Orlando says, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Merle, happy Thanksgiving. It's nice to know that we can all just crash at your place if we get snowed in. There you go. There you go. Gem City says, what I'm hearing is you do the best you can with what you got and F it. Absolutely. So in terms of the card show, like I was stressing about it last weekend. It's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But you know what happens? When shit happens, you deal with it. And it's like, there's nothing I can do. We cannot control, like there's literally nothing I can do. Now I can make decisions based upon something out of my control. And some people will say, oh, you got to reschedule. It's like, no, it's It's not going to be rescheduled. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But if I rescheduled it, maybe you could make it next weekend, but half of the other dealers can't make it because they've already committed to whatever show is going on next weekend. So this is what it is. If you can't make it, we are in Wisconsin. It is November, almost December. It is going to snow. And sometimes it happens to snow when we have events planned. And there's no way around it. You can't control that. We could move to Florida with Orlando, but we're in Wisconsin. We have to deal with this snow. So sometimes a hurricane may hit Florida, and you have to deal with it. So the show will go on, and it's probably going to be a heavily local show with a lot of local dealers, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Now I'm going to miss a lot of my dealers that have already canceled or, probably will end up canceling that are coming from out of town. But, I might see some new dealers. The reason I went to the Pewaukee show a couple of weeks ago was I knew the dealers in I knew who I was going to run into in Rockford. I've seen them every show. It's like, let's try to mix it up. And so I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to hit up different shows within a reasonable distance. I'm not going to globe trot, but within a reasonable distance, hit up the Milwaukee shows. I haven't been to Oak Creek in a while. Maybe I'll hit up Oak Creek next month. Well, I guess the next show is next weekend, but I won't be doing that. But, trying to hit up different shows to find different vendors and all that good stuff. So, yeah, so I was stressing out a week ago. But when it comes down to it, you just deal with it. Like there's nothing else I can do. We're just going to do the best we can with what we have. And is it going to be an awesome post-Thanksgiving show? It still might be. We're still 48 hours away. You never know. Snowstorms are tricky. Sometimes they say we're going to get a foot of snow and we get a dusting. Sometimes we get a dusting, or vice versa. So we just deal with it. So nothing much else we can do. Zach says, how many dealers stopped setting up when you had to deal with the enforced tax rules in Wisconsin? Actually, quite a few. I've had dealers still to this day that haven't done a show since before then that said they're like, hey, I'm thinking about setting up again. Are you still taking information? And I'm like, well, so yeah, there have been a lot of dealers that have not set up because of the whole tax thing that came up a couple of years ago. Orlando says, snow, what is that? It's still warm in South Florida. Take me there. My wife's flying out Wednesday, I think. Next Wednesday. She's going to go down. Her and her mom are going down. Well, her mom's going down for the winter, but my wife's going to be down there for almost 2 weeks, I think. Found treasures, and I've got new, as my wife leaves, I'll have Alan and Ginter. Although I saw, what's up, Found Treasures? Somebody on, I don't know if it was Reddit or Twitter, already received their Alan and Ginter from Topps like a week early. Release day's next Wednesday. So I've been checking mine just to see, because I have eBay Lives scheduled around both Alan and Ginter release day and Topps Chrome Basketball. So right now I've got them scheduled. I'm going to reschedule them I think they're scheduled for daytime. I'm going to schedule them for prime time, just because I'll have more of an audience in the evening. So Alan and Ginter release day's Wednesday, although some people have already received their orders from Topps. I've been checking mine just because I have those live schedules and I want to make sure they're the right days at least. The times I can change, but the days I want to have correct. And they're still both in processing. I'm guessing that they will release. I'll see that release on, although I think I don't see that until Monday, like the actual ship date. Sometimes a label's printed on Friday, and I thought maybe the label might be printed this week because of the holiday, but maybe the label's printed on Friday. It's picked up on Monday. Who knows? Let's see. Gem City says, careful, Orlando, the lizards snow in South Florida when the temps fall. Alicia Clark in the house. Good morning. Merle says 2026 is where Bo switches the car show to Pokemon only all year long. I get it now. There you go. That's not going to happen. Although, hey, I've said things before. Ernie was in the house. Big Ern loves turkey, I'm sure. Big Ern loves everything. Big Ern is an eater, man. Big Ern loves food. He's a food guy. He doesn't like fish, though, which is strange because he'll eat up just about anything else. He's a freaking vacuum cleaner. But he's not a big salmon fan. Red meat, that's his jam. He is a red meat eater. Not salmon, though. Zach and Porter says on Thanksgiving, you were making fun of paying customers. Christ died on this day, and you were mocking the meaning of Thanksgiving with your attitude. Gem City laughs. Cooter's in the house. Good morning. Zach says, I bet today would be a good day to eBay Live. Drunk people sick of family and want to blindly escape reality. Casinos take this path all the way to the bank. And there are quite a few streams. I am taking today off. We have, a full house. I thought about maybe I could do a stream like in the morning, like a 10 or 11 o'clock stream. It's like I've got shipping. I've got plenty of streams coming up over the next few days. So I am not going to do any eBay live streams. But yeah, you are absolutely correct. I mean, there's a reason why there's a lot more live streams this week because people they have the time, right? Let's see. I know there's quite a few lives, eBay Live. So we've got, we've got 119 people right now watching a live coin sale. 119 people watching a live coin sale on eBay Live. We've got fashion, 85 people watching Revolve, Anthropology, and more. PCB Hobbies got some shirts. They got 83 in their room. I'm jealous of these numbers. Pokemon Pete's got 65 in their room doing Pokemon. More coins, 65 in that. PCB Hobbies got, they got cards. Is that Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon. They've got another stream, Thanksgiving special. These are all live right now. Comics, luxury bags, A&Z Comics doing some singles. How about that? 28 people in the room. And the 28 people in the room is like what I get on a freaking weeknight, which it's like, I got 30 people in the room. I'm good. And they got it at 9:30 in the morning on Thanksgiving Day. There's a lot. Black, my buddy Black Gold's going. Looks like they're doing a break. They're doing those they're doing a break. 941. Looks like they're doing some breaks. Let's see. Let's do singles. So there's only one stream right now in the sports singles. So that's probably why they're at 25. Attaboy Cards, they're a new seller on eBay Live. They're going live at 11. My guys, Steve and Nick. So there's nobody going on during the day, which is like when I could go on because at night we're eating turkey. Steve and Nick going live at 6 tonight. We got Primetime Framing. They do like signed jerseys, memorabilia. They're at 8. Black Gold's going on again tonight at 8. And that's it. So actually there's not too many live streams. Oops, wrong tab. By the way, I think my internet's better. It's not crashing anymore. Orlando says Ohtani cards are still hot. Yes, they are. Still have the 64 stand-ups. Ohtani, great time to find and grade before next year. I mean, I'm all about finding Ohtani. If you find, we all work in different ways. I am not going out and buying PSA 9s or really even Ohtani rookies because I think they're overpriced right now. Now, who knows? This could be a low. Ohtani's market just keeps going up. But I'm all about, now I'm also a quick flipper. I'm all about any Ohtani I find in a bargain box at $1, I'm buying. Even Bowman base cards. They don't sell the margins aren't that great, but I can sell a 2025 Bowman paper Shohei Ohtani for $3-4. Sometimes more. Sometimes a bidding war depending on who's in the room, but at worst, I'm getting $3 to $4 for a base Bowman Shohei Ohtani. If I find a second-year Donruss optic, sky's the limit. $30. And I can find that in $1 box, $2 box maybe. I found a bunch of them. I think I paid $2 for the 2019 Ohtani's, and they were selling for $25 to $30. So any Ohtani I find in a bargain box, I'm buying. Anna's in the house. Good morning. Gem City says, CubsCon, you need a cubby blue blazer with cards printed all over it. Might I suggest puffer bongs all over? There you go. Red Light, good morning. Florida baseball card dude, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Red Light. Dead Dude says that is a nice profit to keep or sell from one show. Yeah, and that's just the vintage. That's just the vintage. I've got let's see. I've got a whole like bargain box, like dollar stuff. This box is completely full. I've got a full 4-row box of slabs. I got a CSG Shaquille O'Neal. This is a card. $18 was a sticker. Say I paid $15. This is one that's probably a small margin. James Harden PSA 9 rookie. This is another one that's probably gonna be a small margin. These Tiger Woods Turkmenistan stamps have been doing well. I think last night one only sold for like 12 or 13, but they are ones that, that's not a stamp. That's the promo card. I'm out of the stamps. That must have been the last stamp. This should do really well. A LeBron, is this a rookie? A Gem Mint 10. It looks like tag, but it's GMA, which I love. I like these slabs. I'll make a killing on this. In the right stream, this could go for $100. Jade Daniels slab. These are all picked. I got a Steve Young USFL card. I've always been looking for one of these. PSA 8 on that. I got a Mike Trout minor league card. This is all, and this is a PSA 10. This is all paid for. This is all stuff that's paid for, along with all that vintage. Jack Caglianone Mojo. That was kind of a lower end slab. Jokic. This is numbered out of 199. Is it 199? Jokic PSA 8 red prism. Mark McGuire Mother's Cookies rookie Gem Mint 10. That should do really well in the right stream. This should do well. 91 Wooden Awards, Michael Jordan, North Carolina Gem Mint 10. This will do really well. Caitlin Clark, Ponytail Pete, art card in a Gem Mint 10. Sean Kemp rookies always do well. A Jordan Gem Mint 10. This is the second one. I think it's a different card. The gold. I think I bought 2 of those. I think the last one I paid $25 for those, probably 20. Those were selling for the last one I sold went for like $118. So about $100 profit. Jim City says sweet potatoes, brown sugar, and marshmallows. Booyah! Florida baseball card dude says we use cornbread for the stuffing, but call it dressing in the South. So we actually do dressing and stuffing. Do we use regular? I don't know what I am not allowed in the kitchen. So we have stuffing and dressing. So stuffing, and I had this conversation. I got my hair cut yesterday, and I had this conversation with the girl cutting my hair. I think stuffing is actually in the bird. That would make sense, right? Because dressing, you dress it on the plate. So stuffing is cooked inside the bird, and then dressing is just cooked outside. So we do both. We have stuffing and dressing. Cooter says, I thought you all guys could drive in the snow. Evidently fake news, right? Apparently not. Max says, agreed. Stuffing is main course. Sweet potatoes can get left on the floor for the pets. Come on, man. Sweet potatoes are great. Or leave them at the restaurant nasty. Do you guys then not eat regular potatoes? I'm sure we'll have mashed potato. Like mashed potatoes just goes. We don't have like baked potato. We do mashed potatoes. And macaroni and cheese. It's carbohydrate overload. Seasoned breadcrumbs. Florida baseball card dude says, that sounds good too. Guessing it would be multiple times harder to field a rescheduled show than to fill a winter storm snow. 100%. Like Because I mean, Max, what's your schedule like the next couple of weeks? Like you're probably booked with other shows. Like, oh, hey, we're going to reschedule it to next Saturday. Well, that's Oak Creek. And half my dealers set up at Oak Creek. The next weekend, I think Green Bay has a show, the 13th. Well, probably not half, but quite a few dealers set up in Green Bay. So it's just, you deal with it. And if you can't make it, you can't make it. It's okay. Like I'm not gonna punish people for not being able to drive in a snowstorm. Like just move on to the next show. Florida Baseball Card Dude says, and yes, that's a main course for me as well. OC went downhill post Jeff and Dell, Oak Creek. Jeff, I actually bought quite a bit of stuff. Jeff, I doubt Jeff will be at the Madison show this Saturday. I've got to follow up with him. Well, I'll wait till like tomorrow afternoon before I follow up. But he's scheduled to appear. Jeff is scheduled to appear in Madison Saturday. He was set up in Chicago. I bought. He was the first dealer I bought from on Friday. He had some great 90s stuff. Like I was picking up some great Allen Iverson stuff out of like the $2 box. I think he had some Jordans for $1. So I bought a nice pile from Jeff in Chicago. Max says that's like right when I started, I think. Zach says price of silver is the new Luka and Zion. 10x the hobby. Only one stream because sports cards are dead. Too much shill bidding and fake million card conquests that have not been verified by an outside audit. That LeBron is a sharp card. Why limit the potatoes? The more types, the merrier. I'm okay with that. And I feel like mashed potatoes and sweet potato casserole, completely different potatoes. I mean, sweet potatoes and regular potatoes are completely different on their own. And then when you add like the sugar to the sweet potatoes, it just makes it like a dessert. I mean, sweet potato casserole is a dessert. Mashed potatoes, nice hearty side dish. Might be if I have to say stuffing / dressing, well, I'm going to say stuffing number one. Okay, here's my top 5. Here's my top 5 side dishes, and I'm going to include stuffing and dressing as a side dish for to make things easier. Number 1, stuffing. As long as the stuffing is inside the bird, because that's the moist. That's the moist one, I believe. Whatever's cooked in the bird, whether it's stuffing or dressing, that's number 1. Whatever's outside the bird, that's number 2. Sweet potato casserole is number 3. Mashed potatoes is number 4. What am I leaving out? What's number 5 on my list of Thanksgiving side dishes? I'm not a mac and cheese guy. I'm not a green bean casserole guy. What else do I put on my plate? Maybe it's just those 4. Creamed corn. I like creamed corn. You know what I like doing, though? And I think I talked about this on my live stream last night. I like putting all the food. Some people don't like their food touching they don't want the turkey touching the gravy and the mashed potatoes touching the green beans. Like I love making like my own little sandwich. It's like my own little science project on my Thanksgiving plate where I'm getting hungry. I'm getting a piece of turkey. Hopefully it's a moist turkey. And I've got the little bit of mashed potatoes, a little corn, dump a little gravy on that. You got a nice little concoction. I love it. Max says, I am booked the rest of the year and most of January. See, like, and I bet most dealers are like that. Like you can't just reschedule. Meat or bread stuffing. Thought dressing was made with meat. I don't know. Let's ask ChatGPT. We're going to ask, I got to delete. What the hell is going on? Oh. What is the difference between stuffing and dressing at Thanksgiving? All right. ChatGPT going to come through with our answer. ChatGPT has been really slow, and I pay for it. Maybe they want me to pay more. Maybe that's why they're slowing. They're probably pumping the brakes on it. They're like, we want him to pay more. Oh, wrong screen. All right, so we're going to find out. Stuffing versus dressing. Okay, here it is. ChatGPT says, and I quote, at Thanksgiving, stuffing and dressing are very similar, but there are a few key differences rooted in how they're prepared and regional tradition. All right, so here's how they break down stuffing. Stuffing is, in fact, cooked inside the turkey. Stuffing absorbs turkey juices as it cooks, giving it a richer flavor. Give me all the stuffing. Traditionally made with bread, onions, celery, herbs, and broth. Because it cooks inside the bird, it must reach a safe temperature, which is why many people avoid making it this way today. Dressing is cooked separately in a pan or casserole dish. It's easier to control the texture, crispy top, moist center. Can include a wider variety of ingredients like cornbread, sausage, oysters, apples, or nuts, considered safer and more common in modern kitchens. Regional and cultural twist in much of the North, I'm in the North, people still call it stuffing, even if it's baked separately. And that's kind of like stovetop stuffing. You don't cook that in a bird. Oh, actually, you might. In the South, most people don't. In the South, it's almost always called dressing and is often cornbread based. Some families use the terms interchangeably, regardless of how it's cooked. Simple rule of thumb, inside the bird equals stuffing, outside the bird equals dressing. So there you go. That's according to ChatGPT. Royals 417 in the house. Happy Thanksgiving. Max says, I don't think we have ever had sweet potatoes on the table for any family gathering. It was not common. I think we probably growing up did on occasion. I mean, I don't think it was a common dish served. Every once in a while we would have it, I think, growing up. We have it a lot now. We have it pretty much no, we don't have it at every holiday, but we definitely we've always had it for Thanksgiving. Jody, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. Philly Joe says cranberry sauce. I don't like cranberry sauce. Nope. Leave the cranberry sauce. If Max is dumping our sweet potatoes on the floor, I'm adding the cranberry sauce to it. No cranberry sauce. Max says homemade mac and cheese is highly overrated. Give me Kraft or KFC mac all day. I think all mac and cheese is overrated. I'm just not Kraft, like homemade is better than Kraft, but it's not like the difference is not like very noticeable to me. Like it's just mac and cheese. Like I've never taken a bite out of mac and cheese and been like, oh my God, that's delicious. Like it's just like, it's mac and cheese. Orlando says turkey or ham. I love honey baked ham. So growing up, we were turkey on Thanksgiving, ham on Christmas. That was our thing. Today we don't. Now my wife's also Jewish, so not much ham and bacon and stuff. Although my wife does like bacon, so we don't really have ham much. But I do like a good honey baked ham. Oh, mother-in-law is talking to Ernie. Yeah, food touching is gross. See, oh man, I want all the food to touch. Cooter says, my wife's corn casserole is my favorite side. Is that innuendo, Cooter? Gem City says, I use my strong hand to stir the taters. Max says, so what I gather from that is stuffing is all that matters if that's what the North calls it. Gem City says, green beans with diced onions and bacon, always a good one. No. I'm not down with the green beans. If turkey is cooked correctly, ham and turkey is close, but most dry the fuck out of turkey, so ham all the way. I agree. A lot of turkey is usually pretty dry. And growing up, I'm sorry, Mom, but my mom was not exactly Betty Crocker. And turkey tended to be pretty dry at our Thanksgivings. So that's probably where I got the pile everything on a piece of turkey. To counteract the dryness of the turkey. Gem City says the notorious MIL. She's here. She's right above us right now. Max says, Dad and I demand ham now on Thanksgiving because of that. My dad also demanded ham. Like in the later years, my dad's like, I gotta have ham. And so my mom would make, and it was usually just like a very small gathering. My mom would make turkey and ham just for my dad. Gem City says she needs to make an appearance. Oh, she does not. My family uses, is it giblets or giblets in stuffing? But maybe that's another side dish. Max says it's like steak. Steak should never need anything after it's cooked. Agree. Even though I put mashed potatoes and mashed potatoes and gravy and everything else. But turkey's a dry, like even a moist turkey is still pretty dry in the grand scheme of dryness and moistness. Unless now, if it's like deep fried, those fried, oh my God, I've only had it once. This was a perk of working in radio and on morning shows. So if we would say something on the morning show, like I've never had this, we would have somebody that would bring it in for us. It was amazing. Like I've never had $1 million and poof, $1 million shows up at our door. Okay. Didn't go that far. But we were leading up to Thanksgiving and I think it was Black Friday. Cause we didn't do a show on Thanksgiving Day, but we did a show on Black Friday. And I think we had talked about probably leading up to Thanksgiving. I'm sure it wasn't Wednesday. And then all of a sudden some old lady says, I'm going to fry you a turkey. So one of our loyal listeners called in and said, I can't believe neither of you have had a fried turkey. It's the best. And it's like, I don't know. Turkey's pretty good. And they're like, well, we'll fry an extra turkey for you and bring it into the radio station. And they did. They brought in an entire, like a 20-pound freaking bird that was deep fried. And it was deep fried that morning. And it was amazing. It was freaking amazing. I don't trust myself with one of those. Gem City says, I tend to agree with Max. Orlando is with Max. Gem City says, big ass turkey legs at Iowa football games, a must try at least one time. I'm a big fan of big old turkey legs. I've never had I've only been to one Iowa football game. 1995 probably. Iowa, Illinois. I was the only one wearing an Iowa. It was a bus trip. My friend Scott, his mom took us. And I think I was the only Iowa fan on the bus. Max says, write it down. Record-breaking day. 3 people agreed with me. Zach says, I had a rule, even as broke as I was working in radio, I do not eat food from some random listener dropping shit off. See, that's where we're different. I ate anything and everything that was dropped off by a random listener because I was poor and working in radio. And give me the food. Best case scenario, I eat some good food. Worst case scenario, I die. Unless I watch them eat it first. Bo, you were too trusting. Yeah. I'm a little more. I had somebody, speaking of food, last night I had somebody book a table for Saturday. And they're like, is it okay if I bring in freeze-dried Skittles? And I'm like, no, I'm not allowing food sales. Well, it's just freeze-dried Skittles. And I'm like, is it a sealed bag of Skittles or is it homemade? Well, I just do this. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to allow that. I'm not taking on liability of homemade food. I don't care if you only run it through a machine. I am not taking on that liability from the health department. I don't have a food selling permit. The hotel doesn't allow outside food as it is. Like technically we're not supposed to bring in sandwiches and pizza. But we get away with it. So yeah. And then they said, is this Madison bureaucracy? No, it's Bo bureaucracy. Let's see. Dat Dude says, hearing the word moist more times than you would think for a show about baseball cards. Hey, that's what we do here. Philly Joe says, my wife does a turkey breast in a crock pot with seasoning and onions, super moist and tastes great. Oh, I bet it would. I bet a turkey in a crock pot would be good. Yeah, the hotel would not allow that. Like we don't, every February I have Girl Scout moms. Can we set up Girl Scout cookies? No. take it to the grocery store. This is a show about baseball cards. News to me. Yeah, when do we talk about baseball cards here? All right. So I'm going to go. I got to get some coffee made. I got to get some shipping done. I did 300 auctions on Tuesday. I did 325 last night. So I have, and I did do some shipping yesterday. So, but I still probably have about 600 orders to ship, not orders, but cards to ship from various orders. So, all right. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to it. This is also different for me. Like it's not different anymore. It's like 12 years now, but growing up, we were always a daytime Thanksgiving. Like we always did dinner at like 1:00. So it was like, you just don't eat breakfast. Now it's like, I got to eat something. Like I can't starve myself all day long. So that's something different. It's like, I'll just skip breakfast and lunch. No, I'm not eating till 6:00 tonight. Merle says, love the show this morning. It is helping me kill time on my drive up to Brainerd. Awesome. Have a safe trip. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I will not be live tomorrow. I will not be live the next 3 days for Hobby Evolution, and potentially not even on Monday morning, because it's going to be a long weekend. So, and I'm doing a show Saturday night and Sunday night. So I am like working around the clock all weekend. So I will probably not be live. At least it definitely won't be early morning on Monday. It might be like a 10:00 start on Monday morning. So we'll see. So no Hobby Evolution tomorrow morning. I will be streaming live on eBay Live tomorrow afternoon for Black Friday. Madison Card Show, still a go, Saturday and Sunday. Madison Card Show on Saturday 9 to 3, Sunday 9 to 3 for the Madison Pokemon Show. I've got my wrestling night. It's Survivor Series weekend, Saturday night, 7:00 on eBay Live. We're going to do a bunch of auctions. I've got a bunch preloaded in my store. Hulk Hogan autograph, plenty of other autographs, vintage wrestling, slabs. Going to be a fun night. Sunday night singles. I might have some new stuff from the card show this weekend. We'll see. I imagine I'll pick something up on Saturday. Zach says, I appreciate you working on your government-issued day off. Absolutely. Donald's in the house, cooking turkey and stovetop stuffing. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll maybe see you tomorrow afternoon on eBay Live. Have a wonderful weekend.